Hi everyone, Tracy from Australia, and today I'm sharing my October design team project for Calico Collage. As you can see, it's a soft cover, rather large journal. I've used vintage music paper and to cover an envelope and 2 pages from the kit as features. Very simple seam binding closure, wide spine covered with lace and a dangle with lots of bird charms on it. Inside, vintage music paper and some lace to cover where the signatures are sewn in, and starting with a little envelope made with spellbinders die, 2 tags that I've made. One I've reduced a page in the kit and made a large tag out of, and this one, the image is one of the small cards, journaling cards, and then I've used that to make a large tag. Some ledger paper there, large rectangular doily I decoupaged on the back side, a little pocket, and one of the journaling cards from the kit. Onto that vellum I actually printed one of the other images from the kit. A large postcard that I've decoupaged onto, and then a small tag from the kit that I've backed onto some music paper, and then some plain paper on the back. Another piece of ledger paper which I've decoupaged onto. There I've used a piece from the kit to make a pocket. The flower on that little piece of music paper is from the kit. That's a piece of vellum from my stash, and then I've made a belly band on the back and used one of the tags from the kit to make a very large manila tag. I have done stamping throughout this. You can probably hear it's raining outside. That bingo card is commercial from Kaisercraft. That is a freebie that Norella had some time ago, so I thought that went really well with this kit. I've made a little tag there out of one of the smaller journaling cards and a side tuck with some of the paper. These are very beautiful papers, and I've really enjoyed making this journal. Just a little saying that was included in the kit, and I've popped that onto a piece of parchment paper. I think I'm actually going to give this to my mother-in-law as her birthday present, which is coming up in November. So made a large journaling card there. This is a fairy wren, and that I listen to these as I make my journals. They hop around outside my sewing room. A little envelope with a little piece of paper to journal on there, a little bit of collaging on the front. This is 2 envelopes that they kind of remind me of the little pockets that you used to get really old photos in. I have some of those that belong to my father. And someone recently from Junk Journals Down Under sent me a little rack, and it had one of those in it, and I thought, that is such a cool idea, I'm going to include it in this journal. Little pocket there, that's a Tim Holtz ticket, and then I've made a little booklet out of some leftover bits and pieces. You can see that these images are absolutely beautiful, really vintage, really beautiful quality, so easy to work with. Library card that I've decoupaged onto, used a little bit of paper from the kit to make some tickets out of, and there again I've used one of the journaling cards provided and then put it onto vintage music paper. Little again one of those Tim Holtz tickets, and then a little ticket that I've made myself. Decoupaging onto that journal, that ledger paper, some stamping, again a Kaisercraft bingo card, and then a large card that I've made myself and decoupaged the word postcard onto. And that beautiful flower is included in the kit, makes a wonderful pocket. Again, used one of the cards from the kit, and that's a stamp that I have, the telegram one, so I had some old paper and that looks really cool on there. Little bit of lace and some muslin. Well, it's really raining heavily now. Again, that vellum that I've printed one of the pages from the kit onto, decoupaging, and there I stamped an image onto some music paper and made a little card. The flower up the top is from the kit. I printed that out several times. This is the second signature, and I actually, there's a page of small journaling tags that's included in the kit, and I've actually printed that out and used them twice. So you'll see some of the images twice. Did a lot of decoupaging in this journal, and really enjoyed doing that. There's that vellum paper that I've printed out, some stamping. That's a gorgeous image. Library card that I've decoupaged onto, and a little ticket that I've made with a stamp. And that's an image from the kit, one of the journaling cards, and then I've made the tickets and another little card to just add a little pop of colour. That's a piece of vellum that I had in my stash, so I've used that. There's one large journaling tag that I've made using one of the tags that's provided in the kit. And the little belly band, the flower, is also from the kit. You can just see how beautiful and vintage these images are. So I made a little booklet using one of the pages that I'd shrunk down. I think that's half of a page. And then just a couple of little tags that I've made myself with stamps. And there I made a little pocket out of one of the pieces of the kit and popped a little card in. Again, one of the small cards from the kit, and then that one I've made into a larger tag with a little bit of fibre. This is the center of the signature. They were just beautiful images. What I did is I had it, there were two images on a sheet, and I've chopped it in half and used it as the center signature for each one. That's the envelope that's included in the kit, which is really pretty. Again, those maison jars were a freebie from Calico Collage a little while ago, but they went really well with this kit. And I do like to have lots of ephemera. Again, the decoupaging, some stamping, tuck spot using some paper, a bit of a doily, a flower from the kit, and then I've used one of the tags to make a much larger journaling tag. A couple of little tags that I've die cut. Oh, even getting a little bit of thunder now. And here again I've used a stamp to make my own little card, and then one of the tags from the kit, and I've just backed that onto music paper and some plain paper on the back for writing. And they just pop into that little pocket. The pocket's made from a page from the kit. Little envelope. I'm very fond of these, so you often see them with a little bit of writing paper that was left over, and then a tag that I've used and made just for a little pop of colour. That vellum that I've printed is so effective, really love that. Again, the Tim Holtz ticket, and then a little bit of paper that I've punched and made my own tag out of. You can see how many times I printed out that flower and used it. I really loved it. Could have done with a page of those Norella. And they're a piece that I've of paper from the kit, and I've used that to make my own large tag. And there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my journal. Please leave a comment in the comment box below.